toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Tar Heels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Florida State's offense will have the opening possession of the game. Immediately by the big defensive lineman.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Now the play fake. Looking for a huge play. Pulls it in down the sideline.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play to the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a 3rd and long. The give on the option. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Trying play action. Caught in the backfield. It's Bean. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, that you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Seminoles.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And they tacked on the extra point.
North Carolina, 0.
bringing it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tar Heels offense has its first opportunity of the day. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The Tar Heels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Vincent. Quickly complete. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. New set of downs after the completion. Just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle. It's Carney. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route. But you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done almost every time.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some work to do after that last play. 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tar Heels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. With jet sweep pass. Touchdown Tar Heels! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Extra point here will tie the game. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Quickly to the tight end. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Throwing right. Got him downfield. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Swanke, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now on second down. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Got his man quickly. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
Early in the game as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He's got the back in the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Knowles. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. Leaves it with the back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
Running back searching for a hole. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to pass. It's Vincent. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Tight end now in motion. They'll leave it with him. They They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Tar Heels back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Floats it out in space. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
And the Tar Heels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. If you don't convert on this 4th down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. The throw. Converts on 4th down. Still going. That'll be enough for a 1st down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this 1st half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina!
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's caught. It's Fuller. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Mayer. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down.
Well, nice job hauling that pass in. I'll tell you, he keeps defenses on their heels. He really does. His speed is so scary. And I think back to my days in college. We used to play against the Seminoles when they had...
Turning it on! They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Under fire. Finds his tight end. Just plowing ahead. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Noles have taken it inside the 20. They're going to run it. Ball is loose. Bounced right back to them. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Pulls it in. And he's down after making the catch, but did not reach the line to gain. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The Tar Heels will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It'll be 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Vincent. Gets it out quickly. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to...
Breaks into the open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Tar Heels trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ballgame. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Out of the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man, it's Mayer. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Gee. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He'll throw it. The sure hands. It's Gee. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, a magnificent broadcast so far there today in Chapel Hill.
And the Noles will kick it off to start the 2nd half. He'll start the return inside the spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Back to pass, it's Vincent. Finds the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the 2nd half if you're on defense.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. He'll try to take it back. What a defensive play to stop the scoring threat, make the interception, and then have the return go up near midfield. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Hard running there. Got room on the return. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Off the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. From the gun, give on the inside. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Vincent. Caught over the middle, it's Richard. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. The Tar Heels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tar Heels getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Spits it out to the back. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The Tar Heels have this offense rolling. Holds and fires complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Caught in the backfield, it's Sims. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
The give to the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Complete on 3rd down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. They're in makeable field goal range, but on 4th down with this deficit, they'll leave the offense on the field. He's got it. 1st down and more. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. The Tar Heels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for the offense. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tar Heels! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy. Time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They come out now down by 2 possessions, 28-17, and hoping to use this drive to draw closer. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense down. Instead, they'll replay it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
It's complete to the left. At the 35, he's open. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick strike complete. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Power football with the run. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nice play call, QB sneak, yet another 1st down. And this offense, they've been on the field for some time now. They're helping their defense out, giving them some wins so that when they get back on the field, they'll be ready to play with their hair on fire.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by just 2 over West Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else. Ben?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll send the back in motion. They go to the ground. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run.
Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
To the air, it's Vincent. Makes the grab. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. First down here for the offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
To the air on second down. Right down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. You know why he's piling up all these yards, David? Because the receivers won't let the ball hit the ground.
You remember that Jameis Winston game we called on a Thursday night? The ball didn't even hit the ground, did it?
It did not. 2 incomplete passes caught out of bounds. They'll go to the ground. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to sling it on second down. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in the window. Good pass defense.
Going for 6. Touchdown, North Carolina! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Takes the easy completion. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Now, that was a blitz from the middle linebacker. That's one the offensive line should have picked up, regardless of what the pass protection was. Sliding or going base man-to-man or fanning out, you generally...
Makes the grab past the marker. Lowers those and runs through another one. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Throws for the tight end. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Not a lot the defense can do on that one, guys. With this tight end size, he's really difficult to defend on these crossing patterns as he gets downfield.
He'll set up to throw. Touchdown Seminoles! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. The inside handoff. At the 45, he's loose. Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
And the Tar Heels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll run it from the gun. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's the handoff. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll try the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll move the tight end. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College